So Kev, having had time to reflect on Saturday's win over Cambridge, what would you say are your key takeaways from that result?
A good end to a really tough sort of 7 days, 3 games, a lot of travelling, and 3 clean sheets. So we started at the beginning of the week looking for 7 points, and we achieved it. And obviously with the 3 clean sheets was a bonus.
I think Gary said after the game that the sign of a good team is one that can maybe not perform to its best, but still pick up those wins and clean sheets.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, last year we probably would have maybe lost one of those games, maybe two. And we've got a bit of resilience in the team. There's a lot of characters in the team, and like you saw Saturday, Fitzy came in at a drop of a hat. He got a phone call in the morning from the manager, came in, and I thought he was outstanding Saturday.
What do you think is the difference from the team from last season? Do you think that those experiences have obviously helped shape the way they perform and react to results as well?
Yeah, I do, but I also think we have got more competition for places this year. So, if we've still got Reece to come back, Demi to come back, Vinny to come back, obviously Yannick's out for a long time, Pat's coming in, so that there's players, and obviously Jay Bird's slowly getting fit, which will be a really good plus for us. So there's a lot of competition for places, and if you don't perform, you're going to be out of the team, and everyone wants to play.
And as you said, mentioning Jack Fitzwater there, that sums that up, doesn't it? Coming in for his first league start of the season, it just shows how important it is that everyone's ready when they are called upon. Yeah,
to be fair, Jack trains every day, like a guy I was with at Barnsley called Chris Morgan. Fitzy trains his heart out and works so hard. I was pleased that he came in, and I was delighted the way he played, because he does deserve that.
We kept a 4th clean sheet and 5th in all competitions in a row on Saturday as well, which again, that's a fantastic platform for the team to build on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was the first time we hadn't scored at Wigan all season, and keeping clean sheets is key for me and for the team. But that starts from Josh up the front, where he's made blocks, he's made headers, and right through the team we've defended really well in majority of the season. To be fair,
as you said, goalkeepers will get the praise for those clean sheets, but it really is a team performance to get that clean sheet.
100%. We say we defend from the front. Joe obviously has to make the saves when he's needed to. It's the same as when we attack. It starts with Joe from the back, where we try and build. So the whole team is involved, whether we're keeping clean sheets or we're scoring. So yeah, it's important.
And obviously Sean came in for that Spurs under-21 game and performed well and kept a clean sheet with the team as well.
Yeah, Sean's again a bit like Fitzy, trains his heart out. And he's got the games, in the EFL Trophy, and he's done really well. So, he's keeping Joe on his toes.
Joe's kept 4 clean sheets in a row now, and 6 in 9, I think, in the league. String of impressive performances and saves in there as well. I mean, what's he like to work with on a daily basis?
Maintenance free. Great trainer. Obviously, I spoke to Dave Cooper at length in the summer about Joe, and he told me that he was a great character, great personality. Willing and desperate to do well. It's his first loan, so it's people sort of are always edgy on their first loans, but he started okay. He'll say himself, he tried to be positive in some of the mistakes he made at Northampton and stuff like that, but he's grown as the weeks have gone by, and I'm delighted for him to keep sort of 3 clean sheets. This week has been huge for him.
He's been getting a lot of support and praise, not alone from City fans, but from those of Crystal Palace as well. So I guess that can only be a positive for him, that his, fans of his home team are watching him do well here.
100%, and it shows you the character he is, because they love him at Crystal Palace. He's a local boy. They think the world of him. I think he got given a 5-year deal a couple of years ago, 18 months ago, whatever it was. So, the height that some people think is an issue isn't for Joe and isn't for us, and it shouldn't be, because how quick he is across the goal, it makes up for what he lacks in an inch or so.
And 20 years old and his first loan as a number 1 goalkeeper in League One, that shows a lot of faith that the club's got in him.
Yeah, again, I'll hark back to Dave Cooper, who couldn't recommend him highly enough. Myself and Sam Barrow went and watched him at the end of the season, and the way he keeps goal and the way he plays, his maturity is way beyond the age of 20, and to think that it was his it was league debut. I know he's played twice for Palace in the Premier League, but it was his league debut, the first game of the season. He plays with such calmness, and I find it astonishing for someone at that age that is that calm and that composed on the ball.
And that link between yourself and Dave Cooper, from your playing days as well, and that link with Crystal Palace now, is that something that the club's going to try and build on going forward?
I'd like to think that a lot of the Premier League clubs will be looking at a club like ourselves that play football, we look after young lads, we give them opportunities, and going forward it would be a fantastic link. But we try and get into all the Premier League clubs if you like, because there's a lot of young lads out there. We had Trev last year that did great until his injury, and Luke that was outstanding for us. So we've got a good reputation to play young players, and we play the right type of brand of football where a lot of these teams are playing now.
And we've now got 9 days until our next game as well, away at Shrewsbury next Thursday. How does that period look for the team?
More training. We obviously had a day off yesterday, so we got more training today and tomorrow. A couple of days off Friday, Saturday, and then back on it because we've got 3 games in 9 days. So it's a big 9 days, if you like. We had 3 in 7 last week, and we've got 3 in 9 next week.
Does a Thursday, Tuesday game week kind of affect the preparations? Different kick-off time, different day.
It does slightly because we're in on Sunday, because we do like to do a 4-day build-up. So we're in on the Sunday, and then we'll travel after training on the Wednesday up to Shrewsbury and prepare like we always do for a midweek game.
And I guess the key is that we build on this momentum that we've got at the moment, with those strong defensive performances and getting those wins.
Yeah, we're a few points off the playoffs. We're not far off the bottom 4. So, you need to string 3, 4, 5 wins and see where you go. I mean, Blackpool did it a little while ago. They were near the bottom, and Steve Bruce came in and won 4 on the bounce, I think, and sort of catapulted them to the top half of the table. So we just need to take, it's the same old cliche, 1 game at a time. We look at next week in 3 games, and I'm pretty sure the gaffer will look at trying to the same sort of thing, 7 points from 9, because it's a short window. So we'll go again, and the players have got to be confident. There's players not far off being fit now, so there's more competition for places, and touch wood, we can keep this going.
And as you say, just finally as well, it's important to just stay grounded at the moment and just take every game as it comes.
Absolutely, because the first window last year, this is where we started to have a dip. So obviously Imi got injured last year on international duty, so that was a big miss for us for a while. So we have to stay grounded, and we will, because the group of players we've got this year know that if they let up or they lax off on their training, they could be out of the team. And like I say, Tris missed out on Saturday because he was ill. Fitzy came in and was outstanding. So people have got places to keep, and that's key for momentum.